UF Tennessee, a game that has no implications for anything anywhere, but we're still talking about it because go Vols this week. I love the Tennessee fans because they are faithful. And you know what? Shout out the UF fans too. I know the UF fans care more about what's happening with the coaching stuff than they do specific games. But listen, if there's one thing, like, those things where you do like, oh, say one nice thing about your opponent or whatever, they do that in political debates. UF fans continuing to sell out the swamp despite having, Hillbilly Napier as their head coach and just continuing to lose games and having 3-win seasons and just this mess that they've had. Massive credit to the UF fans. So anyway, quick thoughts here, Cole.
This is going to come down to 3 main elements. Number one, can you finally end the streak in the swamp? You have not won there since 2003. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. You cannot win in the swamp. It doesn't matter how good your team is. Doesn't matter how bad Florida's team is. When you're playing it in Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, you find a way to lose. So automatically, at that standpoint, you have got to be able to set the tone early on. How do you set the tone early on? In my opinion, I think it's running the football. Listen, I understand that Florida is a good run defense. Keelan Lacey went ham last week. And I will say this to any Florida fan out there. I understand if you say that Ole Miss is not allowed to say we got BTA against Florida. I get it. We only won by 10. If a man runs for 275 yards and averages 9 yards a play, he can say whatever the hell he wants, and you just got to sit down, shut up, and accept it, big boy. That's just kind of the case. He wants to mollywop your ass, that's the case. And they got 3 good running backs currently at Tennessee with Star Thomas, with Peyton Lewis, with Deshaun Bishop. I think that you have got to set the tone on the ground, allow yourself to kind of get Florida to play closer to the box, and then take those deep shots down the field. I think the same thing goes in favor of Florida. Florida, I have my questions when it comes to both Tramel Jones and to DJ Lagway. I have my questions when it comes to the wide receiver core because you don't have right now Vernon Brown healthy. You don't have Dallas Wilson. You don't have Trey Wilson. So it feels like this is a game to where you should just trust Jaden Baugh to be the bell cow bruiser. And then eventually, much like we talked about with Florida a second ago, they'll start corralling the box. They'll say, we're not going to let 13 beat us. If you want to win this football game, screw it. You're going to win it through the air. And maybe DJ Lagway has a little bit of magic that convinces Lane Kiffin, I need to leave Trinidad Chambliss and come on down and play with you next season. That could be the case. The third thing that I'm looking for in this game, which defense caves first? And what's interesting is I think that Tennessee has enough juice to be able to come back in the fourth quarter. What I'm really going to be interested in is does its defense hold up all the way until the fourth quarter, or does it crumble to allow Tennessee to jump up to a 21-0 lead? I don't trust Florida's personnel entirely when it comes to the play design, the play calling, the situations when it comes to the offense personnel, to where if it's like the Georgia game back in week 3, where where Tennessee's up by 21-7 and they're marching down the field once again, I don't think that they have the firepower to be able to deliver the fight back. So that to me is going to be a really big deal. I think that, again, for Florida, what you're looking at is it's a lost season. You're trying to find a head coach. But to end the year with wins over 2 of your biggest rivals in both Tennessee and Florida State, it would be kind of like the icing on top of the crap cake that was 2025. And at least you can salvage it. But for Tennessee, if you end the streak, well, think about this. You ended a streak that has been going on for 2 decades. And then you get to go face off against Vanderbilt, who's looking to make the college football playoff, and you can end their dreams. Even if you don't make the college football playoff, you're 9-3. You have another 10-win season on the horizon with the bowl game. A lot of things to like about where you're building underneath Josh Heupel. I think Josh Heupel really needs this win because remember last season, they were really hot, they were playing well, and then they found a way to crap the bed when being a top 5 team against Arkansas. You can't have another one of these type of slip-ups.
I'm interested to see if Florida continues the pattern of playing terribly, playing great, playing terribly, playing great, or if it's a night game at home. There's a lot of excitement because it's Tennessee, all of those things, continuing the streak. It is funny. We talk about it doesn't matter how good Tennessee is, how bad Florida is, but Florida has shown a propensity to be worse this year than I think we've ever seen them. And so can that whole, it doesn't matter how bad they are, can that really matter? And talent-wise, these teams are pretty comparable. What's the spread on this?
I believe it's
only 4.5 for Tennessee.
Yeah, so I have a rule that if a team is a 3 or less point, I may have said this. Sorry if this is the second or third time this year. If a team is a 3-point or less favorite, if a team is a dog by 3 or less points at home, I'll always take that team. In college, NFL, they're too good. But in college, I'll always take the home dog that's a dog by like 3 or less. Tennessee just barely gets over that. I'll go Vols here. I just think they've been more consistent through the year. The problem with picking this game is that if Florida plays like they did against Texas or Georgia, they'll win. If they play like they did against Kentucky or Mississippi State for large portions of the game, or Miami or LSU or USF, they'll lose. So Florida's just too inconsistent to really know, but I'll lean on the team that I do think has been more consistent, especially from the quarterback position. I saw that George Gums is now having surgery and he's out for the year for Florida as we've been on here. That's another concern for UF for sure in these final 2 games. So I will roll with Tennessee, but very little confidence because, I mean, they haven't won there since George Bush was the president.
At what point do we start talking about Josh Heupel on the hot seat?
Never.
What do you mean never?
Never. Like Tom, like do you remember what Tennessee was when Philip Fulmer retired before Josh Heupel got there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, if you really want to push him out the door, continue these kind of conversations. Like, I'm telling you right now, if I'm Josh Heupel and I get you to a 10-win season, let's say I win this year and I guess 10 wins, the next season we go 9-3 once again. They're like, just James Franklin 2.0 for us. Brother, I'm leaving as soon as possible if I get an offer from like an LSU or another school that big. I am.
We have a score in this one?
This is rough.
It's hard to predict this. This is a very hard one to predict.
Tennessee fans sent me this helmet. A Tennessee fan said, I like your show and I like SEC Unfiltered so much that I want to send you something. So you know what? I'm rolling with you because Florida fans didn't buy my love the way Tennessee fans did. So I'm taking them to win. I'm taking them to cover. I'm taking this to be a double-digit win. We're going big for Rocky Top.
If anybody wants to mail me mini helmets, I do collect them. That'd be awesome. I'd be very.
I'm going to buy you one for your birthday this year.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, you're a really nice friend. Oh,
I know. Thank you.
Cole will buy me one. It'll be a Miami one. I can't wait.
Lies. It will not be a Miami one. It'll be a Memphis one.
It'll be
two-sided.
It'll be Florida on one side. It'll be Miami on the other.
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
It's gonna be a Memphis one because that will be where his next head coach comes from. Just like
and the last one. Just continue the cycle.
Give me Tennessee 24-18. It's gonna just ugly.
Oh, weird score. I like it.
Ugly.
Yeah, I'll go Tennessee gets to 30. Florida gets to 24. 30-24 Tennessee. So congratulations, UF, on your win, as we all just predicted the other team.
Congratulations.
All right, let's wrap up there. We weren't going to clip the quick picks anyway. Is there one game? I will do this. I sent a list. Is there one game you want to pick real quick that you had your heart set on that you want to just give a score for, and then we'll get out?
Does Arkansas upset Texas?
No.
I mean, it'd be the most hilarious thing to happen.
You know what? They already hate me enough, so I don't really care. At BYU, you're losing to Cincinnati this weekend. Sit down, shut up, and accept the fact you're not going to the playoff.
Yeah. Alabama should handle Eastern Illinois. I feel pretty good.
Probably.
I want to look at the rest of the Big Ten. Rutgers at Ohio State, Minnesota Northwestern, Michigan State at Iowa, Michigan at Maryland. Michigan's kind of a little lackluster lately, so I'm not saying they're going to get upset, but you can at least pay attention to it for upset alert. I think that'll be intriguing. Penn State hosting Nebraska has been shifted to a night game, and it is a whiteout. If Penn State wins, they maintain the path towards potentially being bowl eligible this year, and it would be fitting considering James Franklin just got hired. Terry Smith was very emotional this past week. Matt Rule's coming back to town. Senior day. All these sorts of things. Perfect storm in a chilly State College atmosphere. So it should be a fun nightcap at least.
We didn't preview it, but Georgia Tech Pittsburgh certainly has implications. The winner of that puts himself in really good shape because Pitt plays Miami next week. I'll roll with Brent Key.
I would like to see Brent Key and Pat Narduzzi in a good old-fashioned fist fight. I think that would just be entertaining.
Oh, I was going to say sumo match just for the.
That's just me.
That's mean.
I'm not saying they're. Yeah, I'm not. I think that'd be more fun.
Houston Cougars are going to beat TCU, and what's going to happen is they're going to now find their way into the conversation to go to Arlington.
Appreciate all of the live viewers. Appreciate those commented. If you watched on X, we would love if you join us over on YouTube. You look for College Football Addiction. Appreciate you guys for watching the Power 2. We will be back. We don't know. Probably, Sunday, but I don't know what time. Either Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, sometime. If you're subscribed and you have the notifications on, it won't matter. But thank you guys for tuning. Hey, I'll get right back to the video, but first I do want to tell you about our friends over at Sleeper. Make sure that you are on the Sleeper app. We appreciate all of their support this football season. Use our code CFA for a 100% match up to $100. We will play the more or less game on Wednesday on the Power 2 live here on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed and don't miss it. Make sure that you've already deposited and you're already good to go. While you're doing holiday shopping for everybody else, make sure you're on the Sleeper app taking care of yourself too. Check their terms and conditions because terms of use do apply. We appreciate Sleeper for their support.